Right, team. Welcome to your yoga stretch class. Let's see here. I think we got a couple more folks joining. Awesome, awesome. All right, cool. We got a crew here. All right, team. So let me know if you can't hear me or see me. Still adjusting. But if you could, maybe you can move me to the stage. See. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome. All right, team, yoga stretch. We'll give it another minute, then we'll get started. But only thing you need today is some space. Some space. We will be on the ground briefly for a little bit. So if you have a towel or maybe a yoga mat, feel free to bring that to your space. But again, I'll give it like another 30 seconds. If you guys can't hear me, see me, let me know. Shoot it in the chat, and I will try to adjust. Let me just double check here. I think we're good to go. And of course, if you got some yoga background tunes, feel free to play those bad boys. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get started with just activating that upper body. So again, team, happy Monday. Welcome to Yoga Stretch. We're going to start off by just stretching out, activating that upper body. So wherever you're at, meet me here. So we're going to start nice and tall. Take your hands and just place them behind your head. You're in this position here, and we're going to start off by just opening up the chest and stretching out the back. So just give me this movement here. So I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades, and I want you to lift your chin off your chest, and just give me a couple of deep breaths here. So we're going to inhale through our nose. Then I want you to breathe it all out through your mouth. Perfect. One more time. Give me that deep inhale, and then breathe it all out. Perfect. Relax the upper body. Now we're going to flow into our chair pose. So that's just us pushing our hips back, bending our knees, and then we're going to extend our arms, if you can see me all right. So now we're in that chair pose position. Again, we push the hips back, bend those knees, extend those arms, and breathe. You got it. So we're going to hang out here for about 15 to 20 seconds. And I want you to feel the work in the legs. The legs are going to get nice and warmed up. Feel the work in the arms, the shoulders. But I also want you to engage that core. So I want you to pull that belly button in and then continue to breathe. You got it. Now we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Slowly come back up. We're nice and tall. And then we're going to come back to that first movement. Again, fingertips behind your head. We're going to squeeze those shoulder blades. We're going to look up at the sky, lift the chin off your chest, and then breathe. Again, you want to feel the stretch in your shoulders, the chest, the upper back. Again, team, stay here for a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, one more time, let's flow right into that chair position. So again, push the hips back, extend the arms. You got it. Again, nice little bend in those knees. We're engaging the core. We're here just for another 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Slowly come back up nice and tall and relax. So now we're going to flow into our stretch for our side body. So again, we're nice and tall. We're going to take that left hand. That left hand is going to reach towards your knees. And now I want you to take that right arm. I want you to take that right arm and just take it all the way across the body. We're going to bend the knees a little bit, and I want you to push your hips off to the right, and your arm is leaning towards the left. Tuck your chin close to your chest. Again, just stay here for maybe 8 seconds. A couple deep inhales and exhales. Feel the stretch in the hips, throughout the torso, the shoulders. You got it. Again, one more breath here. We inhale. When you exhale, slowly come back up to that neutral position. And then we're going to do the same thing to the opposite side. So again, that right hand's going to reach towards your ankles, towards your knees. Left hand's going to C-shape your body. So a little crescent curve here. You can keep a nice little bend in your knees if you need to. But take that left arm all the way across the body. Feel free to tuck your chin to your chest. Again, feel the stretch in the hips, throughout the torso and the shoulders. Again, team, just give me a deep breath here. We inhale. And then when you exhale, slowly come back up to that mountain position where we'll bring our hands to heart center. And then we'll stay here for a deep breath. Good job. Again, just give me a deep breath. Give me a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, now we're going to take it to our forward fold. So that's just us hinging at our hips, pushing our hips back, taking our arms down towards the ground. Maybe start off at your knees, then take it to mid-shin, and then if you can, reach towards the ground, towards those toes, and just breathe it out. I want you to really relax the upper body here, tucking your chin close to your chest. Feel free to hug your elbows if you need to. We'll spend a solid 10 to 12 seconds here, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs, your hamstrings, and your lower back. Again, continue to breathe as you hold. Feel free to shift from side to side if you need to. Just truly enjoying that stretch in the hamstrings and the low back. And team, whenever you're ready, we're going to slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Your hand should be the last thing that comes up. Bring your hands to heart center, and then we're back into our mountain position. Awesome. So we're going to repeat that one more time. So left hand reaches towards your knees. Right arm comes all the way across your body. We're in our crescent curve. Again, knees can stay slightly bent if you need to. You can tuck your chin close to your chest. I just want you to feel that stretch throughout your side body, your hips, your obliques, your torso, and your shoulders. Stay here for a breath. Meet me back here in that neutral position, and then we're going to switch it up. Again, left hand is going to C-shape your body. That right hand, right fingertips are going to reach towards your knees. Feel free to tuck your chin to your chest. Feel that stretch throughout the side of your body. You got it. Stay here for a deep breath. We inhale. As we exhale, again, team, meet me back here in that neutral position. Feel free to bring your hands to heart center. We're going to take a deep breath into our mountain pose, our mountain position. So again, we inhale through the nose, breathe it out through your mouth. And then we're going to hinge at our hips, reach down towards your knees, take it down to your ankles, or feel free to take it all the way to your toes in the floor. And we're back into that forward fold position. Again, truly make this stretch your own. You can hug your elbows, you can rest your fingertips on the mat, but I really want you to relax your head and neck, tucking your chin close to your chest. Breathing it out, hanging out here for about 10 to 12 seconds. Truly enjoying that stretch from the low back, a little bit in the hips, but definitely the hamstrings. Continue to breathe as you hold, and we're here for another 3, 2, and 1. Again, team, slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Your head should be the last thing that comes up. And then we're right back into our mountain pose and breathe. Great job, team. All right, we got a couple more positions in the standing for standing poses. And our second position is our crescent lunge or high lunge. So I want you to step back with that right leg. We're in this lunge position. And we're going to take our arms, our hands to the sky. Again, stepping back with the right leg. We're going to bring your arms to the sky. We're in our crescent lunge. And what I want you to focus on is your hips. You're going to feel that stretch in your hip flexors here. We're going to continue to reach towards the sky. So you're going to feel a little bit of work in the arms. But then I also want you to continue to breathe. Give me those deep inhales and exhales. Feeling the work in the legs, the stretch in the hips. We'll stay here for another deep breath. We inhale. When you exhale, go ahead and relax your arms. We're going to come up nice and tall. Now we're in the split stance position. So we have our feet flat. We have our toes and our knees facing one direction. Now we're going to breathe into our pyramid pose. So I want you to push the hips back. Try to keep that front leg nice and straight while you walk your fingertips towards your knees. Feel free to take them down towards your ankles. But then I just want you to relax your head and neck, chin to your chest. And if you're having trouble with balance, feel free to hold on to something. If you have something nearby, the wall, maybe you have a yoga block, maybe you have a chair, but I want you to focus on the stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. And team, just stay here for another 4 count. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Again, your head should be the last thing that comes up. Great job. And then we're going to do the same thing to the opposite side. So I'm just going to switch it up. So now I have my right leg in front. I'm going to step back with my left leg, dropping that back knee. I'm in my high lunge position. So again, left leg back, right leg front. Extend your arms to the sky. Focus on squeezing the glutes, pulling the belly button in, feeling the stretch in the hips. Extend your arms towards the sky. Feel the work in the arms. Again, just hang out here for a deep breath. We inhale. When you breathe it out, drop your arms, come up nice and tall, but we're still in the split stance position. Right leg front, left leg back. We have our toes and our knees facing one direction. Pushing the hips back. Try to keep that front leg nice and straight while you walk your hands to your knees, maybe to your ankles. Maybe you can get all the way to the floor. But again, try to relax your head and neck, bring the chin close to the chest. And now we're feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. A little bit in that lower back. Again, team, we're only going to stay here for a deep breath. So everyone, give me that deep inhale. When we exhale, breathe it out. Slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Perfect. And then we're back into that high lunge, that mountain position. Great job, team. So let's roll through that one more time so that you know what's going on now. So we're going to switch you back up. The left leg's in front, the right leg's in back. Meet me here in that high lunge position. Again, we're here in this position. We're going to extend that arms, your arms. We're going to relax your head and neck, and we're going to breathe. Again, squeeze the glutes. Feel the stretch in the hips. You got it. And we're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your arms. Breathe into your pyramid pose. We're back into that split stance. Push the hips back. Walk the fingertips towards your knees, your ankles, maybe the toes. Again, 4 seconds. Deep breath. Inhale. And then breathe it back out. Perfect. Slowly roll it up. Your head should be the last thing that comes up. Excellent. Same thing to the opposite side. So again, I'm just turning my stance to the opposite side. My right leg is in front. Kicking back with that left leg. Dropping that back knee. Reach towards the sky. And again, enjoy the stretch. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Little splash of balance here. But it's all about the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your arms. Last time in this split stance position. Again, if you feel like you're a little bit unstable, you can bring that stance in just a little bit more for more stability. But again, try to keep that front leg straight while you walk those fingertips down towards your ankles, maybe towards the mat, or feel free to hang out here by your knees. But we want to feel the stretch in the back of your body, the hamstrings, the lower back, a little bit in the glutes. Maybe you're feeling it in the calves, but we're here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Great job, team. So we got that lower body nice and stretched out. Feel free to grab a quick drink if you need it. And feel free to grab your mat for these next poses, because we will transition to the ground a little bit. And we're going to focus on the inner thighs and the hips. So again, take your time, grab a quick drink if you need it. Meet me here in this half kneeling position. So I have my right knee on the ground and I have my left foot flat on the ground. So again, I'm in this half kneeling position. If you do have some, I guess some issues with your knee, you can take a mat or a towel and just place it underneath your right knee for just more comfort. But meet me here in this half lizard position. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our weight towards the front, relax that back foot. We're going to take both hands here, just place them on the mat to the inside of that left foot. You can see me all right. Yeah, just like that. So again, just relax the upper body, hands flat to the mat, and now we're in this deep lizard lunge, we like to call it here. See here if you guys can see me all right. I'll give you a better angle. Perfect. So feet flat, hands flat to the mat. If you feel like you need to get a little bit deeper into the stretch here, feel free to take it to your forearms. Take it to your forearms if you can. I can't quite get there, so I'm going to hang out here on my hands. But where you want to feel it is your hips. You want to feel a little bit in your inner thighs. And you definitely want to relax the upper body. And just breathe it out, team. This is that lizard lunge position. One of my favorite stretches, because it kind of hits everything. Inner thighs, hips, low back. We're going to stay here for another breath. Inhale. When you exhale, if you're on your forearms, I want you to come back to your hands. So now both hands are still on the mat. You still got your feet flat to the ground. I want you to keep your right hand on the ground, and then that left hand, that left arm going to twist towards the sky. Now we're in this twisting lunge position. Just stay here for a breath. Inhale. We exhale, go ahead and bring that left arm back to the mat, and let's just reset. You felt how that felt? So you felt it probably in the torso, a little bit of shoulders. We're going to go through it one more time. So again, both hands on the mat. We inhale. When we exhale, again, take your left hand, that left arm, twist towards the sky. Try to look up towards the sky. We breathe it out. 3, 2, 1. Both hands flat to the mat. And then we're going to slowly, slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Good job, team. So let's do that same stretch on the opposite side. So now I have my left knee down. I'm going to take my right foot flat to the mat. I'm going to shift my weight to the front. Take both hands, place them to the inside of that right foot, that right ankle, and now we're in that lizard lunge. But again, relax the back foot, relax your head and neck, look down to the ground, and then just breathe it out. Feel in the hips, feel a little bit in the low back. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit in the inner thighs, but relax your head and neck. If you get a little bit deeper into the stretch, take it to your forearms if you can, breathe it out. You got it. And just stay here for another deep breath. 3, 2, and 1. So again, we're going to open up to that twisting lizard lunge. So that left hand stays on the ground this time. And then your right arm, that right hand, again, turns towards the sky. Just stay here for a breath. Inhale. When you exhale, let's just reset. So you're going to take both hands flat to the mat again. Relax your head and neck, looking down at the ground. And it's totally fine. If you want to just stay here, enjoy that stretch here, feel free. But if you're looking for that extra challenge, maybe you're just trying to get a little bit deep into that stretch, we're going twisting lunge. You got it. Look up towards the sky. Bring that right hand towards the sky. Stay here for a breath. We inhale. As we exhale, both hands to the mat. And now we're going to sweep that back leg from underneath you. And then wherever you're at, meet me here in your extended child's pose. So we're going to open up your knees nice and wide. We're going to bring the big toes together. We're going to extend the arms. And I want you to sit back on your heels. Again, just sit back on those heels if you can. Allow your head to fall in between your arms. And try to tuck your chin close to your chest. And then breathe it out. And hopefully you're feeling that stretch in your upper back, your shoulders, the back of your neck, and also in that lower back. So we're going to spend maybe 6 to 8 seconds here. Maybe a couple deep breaths. Again, we'll inhale through our nose. And then try to breathe it all out through your mouth. Perfect. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to throw in a downward facing dog. So we're going to shift to our hands and our knees. You're going to flip those toes from underneath you. And then if you can, I want you to lift the hips towards the sky. But continue to push those palms away from your body. Allow your head to fall in between your arms. And now we're just going to focus on the back of your legs, your calves. So I want you to alternate pressing your calves or pressing your heels into the mat. Feeling the stretch in your calves. So again, we're going to walk the dog. That's what they like to call it. Alternating, pedaling your feet, feeling that stretch in the calves, the hamstrings. You're definitely going to feel some work in the arms, the shoulders. But whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop back to the mat. Drop those knees back to the mat. And just meet me here one more time into your extended child's pose. Sitting back on those heels. Maybe you need to roll out your wrists. Maybe you need to come up and roll out those shoulders. Great job, team. And then we're going to finish up on our backs. So again, hope you guys have some space to lay down on your mat. I'm going to throw in one last pose here, flat to our back. It's just something that really focuses on our lower back and our hips. So if you're ever experiencing low back pain or even hip flexor pain, and you're in a position to lay flat on the back, these are your 2 stretches you should go with. So the first one is a knee to chest stretch. So again, I want you to extend your legs, bring that right knee in towards your chest, and I want you just to hug it nice and tight here. Feel free to roll out those ankles, and then we'll breathe it out. So hopefully you're feeling the stretch in the hamstrings and in your hip flexors. You got it. Just stay here for a deep breath. We inhale. When you exhale, I want you to take this right knee, just that same right knee, and just take it across your body. And then we're going to open up with the right arm, and then the chest stays up. And now we're feeling that stretch on the outside of your thigh, the outer thighs, the hips, a little bit in that low back. You got it. We're just going to stay here for a breath. We inhale. And then breathe it all out. Perfect. So let's reset. Meaning, let's just bring both knees in towards our chest, hug them nice and tight. You can gently rock it out from side to side. Relax the upper body. Now let's get the opposite side. So now I'm going to extend my right leg. I'm going to continue to hug my left knee. Roll out those left ankles. And again, hopefully you're feeling the stretch in the hamstrings, maybe a little bit in the hips. But then whenever you're ready, we're going to take that left leg
using your right hand to help guide that left leg all the way across your body. If you can, open up that left arm, and we're feeling that stretch on the outside of your body. The outer thighs, your hips, a little bit in the torso and the shoulders. You got it, team. Again, everyone, just give me that deep inhale through your nose and then breathe it all out through your mouth. Whenever you're ready, meet me back here in that neutral position. We're going to hug both knees, bring those knees in towards your chest, maybe rock it out from side to side, from right to left. Perfect. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to drop both knees off to the right. We're going to roll over to the right, and we're going to finish up in our cat and cow position. So just our last movement. You're on your hands and your knees, and just make sure your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And we're going to spend our last 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, rolling through our cat. We're rounding out that back, tucking in that tailbone, and then you're going to flatten out your back, letting that belly button drop toward the mat into your cow position. So team, let's just take 10 to 15 seconds, rolling through that cat pose. Again, we're moving one vertebrae at a time. Give me that deep inhale, and then flatten out that back. Exhale. You got it. 2 more times. Deep inhale, and then we breathe it all out, focusing on that upper and lower back. 1 more time, team. We'll take that deep inhale, rounding out that back, and then breathe it all out. Perfect. All right, team, we did it. We just worked through that yoga stretch session, and I want to thank you all for joining me today. So sorry for the technical difficulties, but we will be recording this and we will post it, and you can try to work out all over again. But thank you again. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to reach out at any time. Take care, team. Oh yeah, we got it. Cool. All right, team. I'll give it a couple more seconds. Again, if you do have any questions, you can shoot them in the chat, or you can take yourself out off mute. Cool.